Do you know what binge drinking is? Well, if not, binge drinking is drinking a large amount of alcohol in a short period of time. And doing this has caused addiction throughout the U.S., mainly among and college kids and students. And this is very harmful to your body. The alcohol spreads throughout your body, could cause cancer and tons of other diseases that go out through your body that involve the nervous system. And while doing that, many colleges see this as alcohol abuse, and with alcohol abuse, it has been seen throughout all colleges throughout the U.S. Mainly, there are a bunch of party schools that have contests with binge drinking. It's became so much of a sport to college kids, and the alcohol contents, not many students know. If you look at this, it tells you the guidelines of a drink and what it means, like what beer, cider, wine, and shots. And binge drinking varies throughout colleges, states, and cities. Some college students will binge drink just to look at a way to meet new people because they're shy or have anxiety, because it just gets their mind off of that. And I'm not saying drinking is a thing to get away from depression, since alcohol is a depressant, and it more makes you more sad. Doesn't make you happy. Doesn't make you want to jump up in the air. Binge drinking also, it's more of a way of, it actually causes more depression and loneliness in your life, because people so much very often go away from people who drink too much or not, or a lot, because nobody wants to hang out with an alcoholic. They can be rageful, sad all the time, and not very fun. Some signs of binge drinking could be loss of interest in other people because you love alcohol too much. That's called alcoholism. And people quit drinking and obsessing over thoughts of alcohol use, allegations, and consider drinking as more of a sport now, and it's just for drink for casual drinking. Thousands of students every year, long-term harm risk, often among young and adults between the ages of 18 and 24. That's when kids start binge drinking. And while binge drinking is not for everyone, there is rates for men and women considering on how binge drinking works. 4 in the 2 hours for women and 5 for 2 hours for men. That doesn't seem like a lot of drinks, but that's a lot of alcohol. That's what binge drinking is what it is. Not only is binge drinking harmful for students both mentally and physically, but also academically. People who binge drink over time and throughout the week have shown signs of lower grades. That's why parties are supposed to be on the weekend, and but it still hurts you in the long run because it still messes up with your mind and body, makes you slow down, doesn't make your brain react as fast, and makes your average drop a whole grade. From our surveys we've had and drove, and on the CDC webpage of drinking and driving, 88% of drinking and driving accidents were committed by 12% of men, and women reported drinking and driving between the ages of 18 to 20 years. This is when people drink with friends, is more than everything. On the weekends, sadly, alone, and at a party, and then you got the wild kids who are all above. Binge drinking while pursuing an education can be dangerous, since it hurts you academically, and most teachers will recognize this, as you will be slower in class and not have the attention you need. First, be aware of health consequences of binge drinking. Second, choose to drink soda or non-alcoholic beverages as a substitute. There are many drinks out there that taste the same as the alcoholic drink as your non-alcoholic drink. So you always have a substitute for alcohol. Alcohol used by college students have seen to be alcohol has seen to be in college used to be a more of a suppressant, not a depressant, but they don't know the real facts, since alcohol has caused depression, violence, suicide thoughts, education failure, and many other behavioral problems, which is a big problem in the US since a lot of college students are already dealing with depression and anxiety. So binge drinking also makes that a lot worse for these students and kids that we choose to teach.